Hey everybody, how's it going? Mark here, welcome. This course is about how to make clickbait thumbnails for CTR fast in 6 easy steps, fast and easy steps. So if you want to go to learn how to make them right away, just jump to steps 5 and 6 for the case studies and you can see what's going on there. So if you don't want to learn about what's coming up and why and how to do, which is the intro, 2 kinds of clickbait we have, why do we need these, tools needed. Then we have steps 5 and 6 is the case studies as I mentioned. So let's get started, how to make thumbnails for CTR.
Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification button so you'll get notified of our next video when we release it.
Don't miss this.
Okay, let's get started. There are 2 kinds of clickbait thumbnails, or ethical and non-ethical. Okay, so first we got to figure out what is clickbait. So because they're commonly used in like social media and marketing and things like that. You see them all the time. They're also coming from, I'll give you some examples in a bit, from years and years of newspapers, magazine covers and things like that. So the basic concept of a click, we'll head over here to Wikipedia. You can read that for yourself if you want to search for clickbait, but basically it's to create a melodramatic title, or in our case a thumbnail, so visual with a title for an online article or video or something, to manipulate people into clicking the text or the link and reading the content, or view or read it. So most of it is sensationalized or misleading teaser headlines. You've seen them. Again, I'll show you some examples in a minute. So just to go over to Techipedia, we have a little bit of different idea, because I said ethical, good and bad, whatever, right? Non-ethical. So consists of attention-grabbing headline. So you understand that. So we want to go, and it says for normally uninteresting content, doesn't have to be, but just anything these days you want somebody to go look, and in this case you want CTR, which means a higher click-through rate, right? So we want to get something that has CTR, which is an algorithm that YouTube is counting on your video. So if you want to get more video views, this is why we need some clickbait. That's the bottom line. So we need higher click-through rate by somebody clicking on our thumbnail, which is on the page. Again, I'll show you some examples of what I'm talking about. All right, so here's some examples. We'll start first here with just general clickbait. And again, like I say, you've been using it for years. You've seen it on magazines and different things, right? So here we are. Trump claims Russia investigation was treason. So a newspaper headline or something that could be like that. You want to know what's going on. Not so much on the click. They're just using the celebrity, or in this case, president, face on there. Then you've got something on the TV. Some gets brutal, honestly, from other housewives about, and they have the H with a ... So you want to kind of click through to see what they're talking about if you're interested in that. Michael Moore, Trump is afraid to come completely at me because I ... So he's going on that again. And then this dude here, Ryan Seacrest, says he was briefly denied entry to J-Lo's Miami birthday. So again, we want to figure, what's going on there? Let's click on that. So you get the idea. So they've been using that just so you'll click over on the story. Yahoo has been doing that for a while. So if you check some news stations too, they're always using clickbait. So for example, right at the top, they got this image here. This guy's teens beat man to the ground outside hotel. Police say they may be as young as 13. So you kind of want to know what's more going on there. Let's click that one. This one, think Boris Johnson breaks the mold. Wait until you meet his girlfriend. So that's that British Prime Minister dude. To get the idea. So that's on CNN. You can check out more stuff there. And just in case you're not a CNN user, we'll check out Fox. They're even a little more on that side too, right? They use here, look, President Trump calls Mueller hearing shocking and sad. And this Hannity dude, Russia hoax is dead and buried. Truth prevailed. So we want to hear what's he talking about. Okay, you get the idea. You can read, some of these here. Head over to CNN or here or Yahoo or something just to check out like the effectiveness of the click-through rate on these titles. And of course, some of these pics too are good, right? The images are great. And I was mentioned earlier about the magazines. So here's the National Enquirer, was pretty well the top one that I would say would be lean towards the non-ethical, but they have you can check it out. Plot to Murders, Harrison Ford exposed, Twisted Lies exposed. So those kind of titles are good to use. So these are great for picking up that because they've worked forever. The Donald Trump Nobody Knows, House of Horrors, inside Tom's House of Horrors. Just looking at Tom Cruise there, and they use top names. But anyway, this is great because they're outright Hillary 6 months to live. She's got brain cancer or whatever. So you want to check in to see what's up. These guys have been selling a lot in the supermarket line when you're waiting there. So check that out. They have an online paper here, which is at Radar Online. I believe it's theirs. Thumbnail clickbait too as well. So check that out. That's Radar Online. Okay, we'll move along here to the next step, which is why do I need this? What for? Right? What do we need it for? We already mentioned about CTR, which is a click-through rate. So you can head over to YouTube Help, check out some information right from the horse's mouth, as they say. Why not use them when they're giving you this? YouTube is great now. In the back, if you get enough data coming in, you can check out your stats and figure it out. I'll show you some information on that in a second too from inside the YouTube. But right now, let's go and look at why. So we got this guy here, discover video traffic sources. And if we want to go down, we can say view traffic source breakdown. So one of their big traffic sources, which is their algorithm, is to suggested videos, right? And so what are suggested videos and why we want to get a really good click-through rate on our thumbnail. So we want to have some good clickbait, some ethical clickbait, of course. You want to send somebody to some proper information. So if you see what it is over here, you've got which one you want to click on. This is on a money-making site. So you want to look and see, okay, what do we got here, right? Which one is going to pop out at you? Which one are you going to click on? And that's what YouTube means by suggested videos. And they also show you a stat here inside. Okay, this kind of stat stuff is not for everybody, but if you want to make money, you got to know the stats. All the people that are making money know their stat. If you're just interested in learn how, just rip ahead to the case studies, clickbait thumbnails. But for those that are interested in this, here's a channel that I started in August, but I actually didn't start working on it until about December. I set it up and branded it out and all that. 6 videos on there right now, so I'm testing out different ones. Okay, so impressions and how they lead to watch time. And you'll see here they show you on this funnel the impressions, the click-through rate, views from impressions, average view duration. So that's the time that they watch your videos, and everybody has this really small time, so that's about an average really. Click-through rate, actually that's a high click-through rate, but comparative, it's a 3 or 4 is good. So if you got 3 or 4, you're still doing okay. So you see when we mouse over, it gives you more information. So it says this funnel depicts how many times a thumbnail was shown to viewers on YouTube. Impressions, so again, that's the top one, right? So I got here 150.5K. And then how frequently these thumbnails resulted in a view, click-through rate, which is super important for the thumbnails, right here. Views per impression shown, this measures how often viewers watch the video after seeing an impression. So up above, right, wondering whether your impression click-through rate is high or low. You want to click through on there, and should pop up a little box here on the side for you. All these stats that YouTube provides, because a lot of places they don't provide this, and you're looking Google, YouTube to please them and what they want and their algorithms. The bolts are going to come around, and this is what they're going to rate you on and get you higher views and watch time, and the number one thing is watch time. Keeping people on YouTube. So if we look down here, you see half of all channels and views on YouTube have impressions, CTR that can range between 2 and 10%. So like I say, mine's a little higher on this. I'm testing out stuff on this channel, and it tells you about old and new ones or whatever, right? Can vary. So you need more stats, or else you can't really look in the back here, getting up videos or whatever it takes to get your stats in the back end. So then you can start learning from that. Everybody that knows about stats, like I say, that's where you get ahead. Okay, and it says try. This is really important. That's why they highlight it, I guess, here. And anybody that skipped ahead will miss this, but avoid trying to increase your CTR using thumbnails or titles that are clickbait. Dun, 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 dun. YouTube will recommend a video viewers that is relevant, but if they don't stay on it, makes sense, right? If you click on something, you go there and it doesn't have anything to do with what the title said or the clickbait thumbnail, that's bad clickbait. So we don't want that. We want ethical clickbait. And if you click on this, it'll give you more information on that with a little video and explain to you what's going on with that and what the difference is. So I'd highly recommend using all this help and information and stats in the back end, as this is important and it's going to help your video get more views and click through and all that stuff, right? This is under reach viewers, by the way. Up in this tab, there's overview off the screen here, then reach viewers. And anyway, we got over here, there you go, YouTube recommending your content, 4.7, which you're telling you, recommended on homepage, recommended on watch page. I'm getting my viewers from 95% of something else, right? Which is, I look over here, it's YouTube search. So I can up the game on this one. Okay, so there you go. You can get back into your analytics and your back end. This is on, there's a beta version. That's what I'm on now, which has better analytics. That's what they're kind of building up with this new beta version. So it's good. You can still use the old dashboard, but I would recommend for analytics, hop on here and start learning it. Okay, the next step would just check out some YouTube thumbnails there to see what's up. This one I just searched for conspiracy theory because they use quite a bit of clickbait. If you look on different sites, you'll see that. So let's check this guy here, for example. And if you go check his site, you'll see some good examples. There's good mythical morning dudes. They're kind of like comic guys or something, but look, they got great clickbait thumbnails. Okay, and then check them, and if you're into another niche, say, depends what you're into. So there's another guys like, say, prank videos, and if we go search that, we'll check it out. Here's this guy on the top, he's got a lot. This looks good. You can check that out. What stands out to you? Some are much better than others. Some don't work in a small thumbnail, as you see. So you want to kind of suss that out. Some have no writing at all that works. Okay, we'll check out the number one guy on here, this Hootman guy or whatever it is, and check out right here. I'm on his first videos, older ones. So he had like the circle thing, and if you check out as the years go by, then he starts using some girls there because his target audience is probably younger males, and that works for that. You can see he's using a lot of that in the later videos here, and he doesn't have any text on these ones or any circles or anything. Pretty funny. If you haven't checked out his, check it out, but in this case, check out for the videos. You'll see what's up. Okay, and then another example here would be really good examples how to make money online. Search for that. And this guy's number one. Check out his. He's got the arrow there with a goony face and circled some money. How to make $1,000 a day. Showing you proof, or at least showing the example of proof. Okay, again, there he is again. So he's got a couple of videos up there, so he knows what he's doing. This time he's got the big sign up there, right? You can go through this. This guy, he knows what he's doing. This 9 to 5 guy, he's got a bunch of courses available as well. And there you go, down the way here. That's a nice one. Okay, so these are more along the lines what we'll be learning here. And that's go down, and again we went back. That's just that Make Money Online Guys channel. So you can check out more of that. We were there already, but just to show you the suggested videos. All right. Last but not least, check out this PewDiePie dude. He's the #1 guy on the for subscribers and views and stuff like that. Look at that, over 98 million subscribers. Okay, so he must be doing something right. So look, you can go check his thumbnails out. You can see what he's up to, and a lot of his stuff doesn't have. It's great clickbait, right? And it's different because it doesn't have a title in it, so that's that can work, especially in the conspiracy theories and things like that. Depends on the niche you're in. But if we go here, we can see what he's up to and check his titles out too. And if we go over here and we go most popular, if you know how to do that, you just go to the sort by when you're in the video section here, and you can see the most amount of videos, and you can see what's working there on his thumbnails. Let's go back to his original stuff just to see what he did when he was first online. So he was doing the gaming stuff, so he doesn't even have good thumbnails way back then, so he got better and better as it went through. And so again, we'll just go back to his newest stuff, and then you can see where he's come from there. All right, there we go. Hey everybody, Mark here, back. Just a quick one here on what tools we're going to use. In this case, it'll be PickMaker, which is beta. I'll explain that when we're in the course here. So that's at PickMaker, PICMAKER.com. I'll leave a link in the description or wherever you might be looking at this. It'll be somewhere, or just go to PICMAKER.com. Okay, the second tool we'll be using right after PickMaker, and there's some just examples of some thumbnail templates they have. Look awesome, great for clickbait stuff. Okay, the next site I like to use, one of my favorite, Pixabay. So that's PIXABay, BAY.com, all one word. So PIXABAY, like showing on the screen.com. So head over here because these are, you can get some great royalty-free images. They don't have everything, but they got a lot of great stuff and great quality and things like that with no watermarks. So we'll check that out. And number 3, you want to bookmark, is remove background. So we remove the background image, right? So we'll be using that for our thumbnails. So REMOVE.BG. So that's REMOV.BG. Okay, so back to that, PickMaker.com, Pixabay, remove background. So 3 things, book them all, they're all free. Okay, we're inside PickMaker, PICMAKER.com, www.pickmaker.com, so check it out. And you can play this little video here that's right here at the top to get more ideas. There's over 700 templates of the actual thumbnails that you can use, or you can create your own. We already went through why you want to create a YouTube thumbnail, and it just reinstates that. Okay, there's some templates, so get yours for free. So what they say here, how to make a thumbnail, we just want to upload a photo, burn the background, stickify, so you want to add that nice little white or whatever color you want around the image, which is, you see a lot on YouTube right now. And there's how it looks, kind of makes the image pop out. And then you add a cool background, and there you go. The only problem is this is a beta version. So if we hop over here, we see up here it says beta. And what happens is it doesn't work as slick as you want for backgrounds and things like that. So I'll show you a workaround. And right now I've grabbed this template. It's a custom template I made myself for a client, but you just got the gradient background, and I just took ideas off something else in all the like I'll show you here, where there's all these and 700 more. I don't know if you've seen these yet. Let me just pause this for a second. Yeah, so you can just press this little pre-built tab here. It shows you all of them, or you can pick up any one you want. So let's just go motivational for a minute here and check it out. So like I say, this is beta. So the thing with beta, they may put it to a paid service in the future, who knows, but right now it's free, so we can't complain. But with the beta, things are slow and some things they don't work as they say. All pre-builds. There's a lot of them, so sometimes that can be overwhelming, so you just got to pick something you like and start there. Let's go down. I like this one, I've used that before, or the idea of that. And you see it's a little bit slow, but still cool. If you want one, you would just press on that, it'll bring it over to the other side, right? And then you can take it from there. And to look around, they have properties, so you can add stickers, icons, frames, the usual stuff, like in Canva and other places, right? Backgrounds, there's your gradient background you can make yourself, like I did here. You can just grab one and then change it a little bit, or keep it the same, they look cool. I like gradients better, but sometimes a straight color works better, or a custom color. Here's some text, you can add it here, or you can add the pre-done text, which looks cool too. So again, up to you with all that. And then you have your upload, so you can upload your own photo. And they've got tons of photos if you look at that, which is cool. And these are all, I assume, but they're all like from royalty-free images. Okay, so right now I want a photo, so I would say I want a photo of something like, okay, so where do you find the photo you want? You just have to go through like all these photos, which is a bit annoying because I don't see anywhere where you can just type in what photo you want. If we go back here, nothing there. What does it say here? Save transparent. No, maybe check the tutorial to see if there is a way to do that. But for now, what I'll do is I'll go here to my favorite guy, which is called Pixabay. And I'm looking for something with like an age, or let's just try that first in images. We'll see what they bring up. Okay, so this is a good one here. So we'll download that and check the licenses. Most of these are free for commercial use, no attribution required. So you want to download that. And I would suggest, I usually download it here. Unless you want a bigger one, you can download it for yourself, right? We'll get that there. There she is. Okay, I've downloaded it already. So we want to go back here and we want to get it. So let's take this over here. Okay, so now we want to take the background off. So if you read what they're telling you, first you crop it. So we'll do that so we don't have as much background to take off. We'll grab that, we'll say done. Okay, that wasn't too slow. Okay, background removal. So it says you have selected auto background, right? Takes more than 50 seconds, blah, blah, blah. Do you wish to continue? We can go to manual. So let's try first with the auto.
Identifying background. Identifying background.
Okay, as you see, it's taking a while. So we'll pause the video. Okay, so they're telling us it takes a long time. So here's what it did. So I don't know if we can go back on that because that's obviously no good. So I've tried this a few times and I find that it doesn't work great. So we'll try our manual editing. Grab our little guy. There's the size of the brush we want. Looks like it's small. Let's see if we can get it larger. That looks even smaller. So we gotta go to there, see what we got. Okay, it's a little bit bigger. So I don't know if you ever used these in Photoshop before and stuff, but it's always not easy just to use the mouse to draw. That's why you hope the auto one works a lot better than it says it's gonna do. I want to go down a little bit for around the face here so we don't take too much off. Okay. Yeah, so we going around here to make it a little smaller at first. Get it down. Try to fix this hair up top. This is slow, but compared to a few years back, it's excellent anyway. Go back here again, try to take this on a little bit better. There goes that slipping mouse again. Okay, so say we're done. Let's see what it looks like. So it's not too bad. Background seems to be pretty good. Now a lot of the times it doesn't work really well like the first time on the auto, and you got to screw around if you're not into doing that. What I would suggest is I go to this place called remove background. So it's remove.bg, so www.remove.bg, and I'll put all these URLs in below somewhere. And it says, so I'll select that photo. So I've downloaded it already, remember, I select it and then see what we get. So if we jump in here, did it a couple times here, look at how fast that is and look at how good it is. So let's just do this again to show you. Okay, so we're just going to select a photo. 100% done without image. Boom. How does that look? Awesome, right? You can edit it more, whatever you want to do, or download it. All right, perfect. Now we'll head back over here. We'll delete this guy, or actually I'll leave that there for a second. You can see the difference. Give it a click. Okay, is it much better? Lots better. Look at the lines across the top and everything, right? So we'll get rid of this one. Delete it. Thank you. Okay, so much better, right? And then we'll do the little sticker guy. So inner stroke would be inner there. Let's change this because she's black, so obviously you can't see the black. That would be inner. Outer would be going out, so you don't take as much as the image off. Let's make it a little thicker. There's good. Don't forget it's going for a thumbnail, so you don't want to make it too thin. What do you think? Bigger. Put it here. Right click here. Move to back. Save that for a minute because she's running slow. Okay, so I took it to this point so you don't have to wait around. So I'm doing all this stuff. So you see the picture is big to put on here and you can't get the under if you send it back. It's a big haggle. So what we're going to do here is I'll move this over and this thing, and just to see what we got here, we can maybe take this in a little bit this way. Yeah, about there. Can add that over a bit. Not wrong ones. See all these little handles, and there's that one again, so get rid of that. Let's go. Grab that. Now it won't let us grab the underneath, so we're gonna move it around, and that's why I already did all this before to show you. Okay, and then you gotta grab this guy, girl, lady, or whatever back. Let's see what that looks like. A little white at the top looks good, but maybe not for the eye. Okay, and then we'll save that. Alright, so I jumped ahead again so you don't have to see all that. I saved it up here. Well, it's saving now. It takes forever to do, but let's do a preview, see what it looks like here. Okay, so it gives you, it's nice because look at that, it gives you all small. Does that show up enough, right? You get a good idea when it's that small, so it's beside a Like this would be the main video or whatever. Suggest videos are here, what's coming up next. So it seems to pop out pretty good. Why do some people age faster than others? So this is for another client. Okay, so let's just shut that down. Looking good. So now we would just download that. Okay, so I just downloaded it here. So there's what it looks like. And it's in the size you want for throwing it up on YouTube. So there you go. Any feedback, or if you want any more information on that, let me know. And otherwise, we'll talk to you soon. Hey everybody. Okay, so I thought I'd run through this. I'm just over here again at PickMaker, and I'm going to show you, depending on the niche you're in. So niche meaning, you know, what your topic is about, and everything's different. And of course, these days, if you're looking to monetize and make money for referring to YouTube, which is, you know, you need obviously a great thumbnails we just talked about, clickbait style, even to get views these days, okay? And that's what's kind of selling. It's like, you know, that they've been pushing for many, many years through the media. You know, it's all about that, right? Whether it was on magazines or TV, you know, commercials, it's all about scarcity. It's all about curiosity. So you want something really that's great curiosity. But most of the stuff, you know, the top guys that are making money, in my opinion, is basically crap. Anyway, I'm talking about YouTube here. So again, it's just my opinion, but if you look at stuff, that's what sells. That's why it's on there. That's why it's doing. All the top guys, you see what their whole spiel is and who their target market is at the moment. Now that's changing on YouTube, because YouTube's becoming a much more like replacing TV, and people are starting to watch longer videos and different styles, blah, blah, blah. But right now, for what we're focusing in on the clickbait, here's a guy's channel I'll give a shout out to, because he's got best of everything. Okay, so here's his channel, this Master Your Charisma dude. And if we look down, look at how great his thumbnails are, and look how great the use of his text on here. And look at them all. This one doesn't even have any text. He's using that technique. So he's got all the techniques here. Look at, he's got the arrow here. Look how great that's there. He's got the line around the guys, right? And then also he's using celebrities. So he can get away with using celebrity, because if you looked at the previous video and you went and checked out the rules about clickbait that YouTube's talking about, you'll see about what they say refer to as that, what you can use. So he's using it. He's not using the whole clips. He's using the image of the guy to demonstrate something. And if you go check his channel, it's well worth it. He really knows what he's doing, talking about. And you know, look at how he's got this Ben Shapiro dude, and he was having that interview, right, that he got kind of gagged on. I think he left the interview or whatever. So that's just great, right? Look at that. And it's hard to see when it's all beside the other guys, because his are all really good, so they're all jumping out at you, right? So if you go down even further, at this point 4 months ago, he was using a lot of black with a red and white. So that's his colors there. Same here. Up here he started adding more colors. Maybe he's experimenting around with it. Maybe he's changing up so everything doesn't look the same. Who knows? The guy does know what he's talking about. So psychologically, and the clickbait, and using all the curiosity. Excellent. So anyway, check this out, because you can get a lot of good ideas, and without, you know, his videos aren't just crap. They're good. So it's a great alternative to the other stuff. And he's doing what he's got here on his 3 million subscribers. And also, if you go check, he's doing a podcast. Look at all that stuff. Great. He's doing a podcast, which I'll also show, because it's great, again, for that kind of like a conspiracy or different kind of clickbait he's using. So he's got these guys in here, right? Like a Martian or something like that. And he's using all alternative and people, not much text. But so check that out if you're into that depending on your niche again. So if you're into that or looking for like conspiracy theories, it's great. All right, that last one was getting a little long video-wise, a step there, so we'll jump to a new step. This one's more about getting images. A lot of people are worried about where do they get the images, or they're copywritten or right or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to show you a little bit of that. Of course, I already told you about Pixabay, right? And the other one would be like Google Images, so we'll just go through that quickly. So I just put in here Trump, just because there's going to be lots of images of him for no particular reason, just to show you what's at Pixabay. So some of these things, if you're in this, you know, you're looking for a picture, there's one there. That could be good, right? You got a bunch of them, but not great, right? We'll just see what this guy says here. What kind of picture it is. Okay, no attribution, same, so it's actually not too bad. You could crop it. Too bad the microphone's in the way, right? Okay, so in that case, we might want to check some images out here on Google. So just put Trump images here, and you can check this out, right? You can see a bunch of things come up here, so you can use the orange ones, and there's all them. There's the baby. What you might want to do here, though, is you go up to Tools, Usage Rights, and we'll say label for reuse with modification, or even reuse is good, but still a lot of images, so sometimes you don't get all these images, right? Okay, looks pretty good, this one here, but you got to kind of read what it is here, because even though you say there's a commons, Wikipedia or Wikimedia in that case. Okay, same here, right? So if we catch this one, just for an example, we'll see what's on Flickr here. Say we wanted to use that one. And it says right here, may be subject to copyright, right? And say we'll check out on, and even on here, on may be subject to copyright. So you got to find out, check it out. Anyway, so the other alternative to that is, you don't want to worry about that, is just actually take an image out of a video that's already there, because then you don't have to worry about copyright. It's a video and you're just capturing that image. So, okay, for example, this is a good one here. We can check out more, because unlike this one, so he's got a microphone in front of his face. This one's got better lighting. Same with that one. Okay, so we'll open up these in a new tab. There's a video here, and check out what it is. And the larger you have it, if you want to go full screen, then, which is good, or we'll see what the quality will be better if you take a screenshot. So what you want to do, I'm on a Mac, so you can hold down Shift Command and number 4, or I think it's called the snippet tool on Windows. Or you can go get a program called Jing, J-I-N-G, and that program, I don't know if I can open it up down here for you to see or not. Jing, that's a good program, freebie again, you can use to get images. Okay, so let's look at what we got here, and we'll see what we can capture. We don't care what he's saying, of course. Some kind of good side shots there. What about that one where he was like pointing there? Okay, let's see what we got. Not the whole hand, but still a pretty good shot. So just for instance, I'm on the Mac, like I say, so I'll just do a quick Shift Command 4. If you do 3, it gets a whole screen, but in this case, we can draw it out what we want. How's that look? Good. Let's see what else we get. So you get the idea. Too bad they got this stuff at the bottom. But that's a good side shots. This one. Got one coming up with that hand gesture. That's another good one. Okay, so I'll take a shot of that. Won't waste too much of your time on this, but just kind of showing you how to get these images. And maybe we'll just grab one. Where's this one from? MSNBC. Okay, this has got some really good facial front shots. Look at that one's good. So you kind of just get the idea, you mess around with that. Again, I'll just take a screenshot of that. Looking good. Actually, I'll take this guy and do a closer, crop a little closer here so I don't have to worry about it later. Yeah, that's good, right? We'll see how that is on the image size. Like I say, if you go full screen, you'll be able to get the whole thing up. All right, so let's go through a quick case study of making one of these type of clickbait thumbnails fast. We'll name this Trump Space Force. And I'll jump ahead a bit. You guys already know how to upload and things like that, right? If you don't know, head up here. Check out this tutorial stuff here. It covers all that very well. Right built in with this pic maker. Okay, so we were at Trump grabbing some stuff, right? So we can upload those in a second. Just to go through a couple other what do we want to do with them, just for an idea, Space Forcing or something like that. We can do back to Pixabay. Let's check out Alien. All right, so lots of really good shots. And we'll check it out. The spaceship there. These kind of guys are cool. Okay, so there's a guy found. You can get a free download. You want the PNG, so see with the background. That means there is no background, so you can use any background behind it, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, we can also go check out here on the Google, and we checked Google Images right there, right? Which we took that one under the tools again. And again, there's that alien guy, but it's on Pixabay, so it might say there's this and that with it. Copyright. But still some cool stuff. And again, if you're looking in here, you want to get the PNG background. Let's see what they got. Yeah, they got the same one here, so somebody's put it there. It says maybe due to copyright, who knows. Okay, let's just check some background. So I put in here space, and I check for green space. There's a couple of cool images right here, so I grabbed these already, so you don't have to watch the slow and painful downloads. Okay, back over to PicMaker. Let's grab some uploads. We could use backgrounds from there, but we'll see what we got here. Click on that. How's that look? Took a minute to get in there. Let's just close that for a second. Pretty big, looks good. Make it a little bit bigger. Get rid of this so we can see what we're doing. How's that look? Pretty cool. Alright. Go back to uploads. So I've taken some of these backgrounds off of these Trump images I took. So just to show you that for a minute. Remember the remove image background. You can test around with that. There's one that I took, but the hands were there. Remember the hands? So if you want, this is when you click on edit. When you go over here, you can add the hands back in if you wanted, right? You could go to the brush size approximately were in here. There they are. And you could add them back in here if you wanted to use them without all the background, right? You gotta watch it. It's kind of okay. If that was the case, like I say, I won't go in perfect here. Then you might have to go back and then erase some of that. Take the brush smaller and get as close as you can and blah, blah, blah with that one. And let me see. So right now, that would be that one, right? Still looks good. Don't really need a hand, so I already downloaded that too. And there's one where he's looking kind of like really what's going on. The background works with these two. In this case, you could use the background if you wanted the hands. All right, so I threw a bunch of them up here. What I thought with these, with his face is a little bit dark because the lighting is from the back. Okay, but instead of fooling around with that too long, let's just delete this one. Okay, so I put these two pictures in here, saved it as well because it took a while to save it in here, because as we said, it was a beta. But okay, the hand, see, I didn't do a really fine job, but because it was a green background and we're on green, it works well. There's the same picture here without the background, right? So we could use either one of those. Let's just see about this guy first, and seeing the guys on the other side there. Let's, this is a flipper. There's a swap, there's a flip. Okay, we'll flip them around, which actually is really good too for as far as maybe make them as bigger. Get them more in there, pull them down a bit. What do we got here? Yeah, that's good. So let's just think that works with the hands. Get rid of that for a minute. Oh. Back to our alien dude. What if like Trump was holding him or something? Save that. Okay, so I think you get a good idea of that, going through those steps. If you're in this kind of niche or whatever, you know, conspiracy theories or just the news thing or whatever you want to do, or this one here, you could, you know, the title, you wouldn't need any. You could put text on this, but you wouldn't need any. The title could kind of be the clickbait of what the picture's about. You know, is Trump an alien, or what about a space force? Or, you know, there's a bunch of things you could figure out. So you could also go to shapes here, pick an arrow. This one's actually green, so we might want to change it to something a bit contrast to what's going on in there. So wanted to add a line around this, but it won't work because the hands will turn green as well. So what we could do is take the other image that I downloaded, which is the exact same one, and put it over top of this guy. Let's see if we can do that. And it won't change the hands. As you see with this programs, you kind of gotta noodle around a little bit to get what you want. But that works. And then if we went up to here, white is good. Inner stroke or outer stroke, we want the outer stroke. Okay, just to pull that out, that looks good. Yo, what happened there? Flipped over by itself for some reason. We'll just save that. If I put this in real time for you, you'll see it takes a while to save. So you'll know that when you're doing this. Don't get frustrated, depends on your internet connection and the beta pick maker. But hey, for freebie and the amount of creativity you can use with this thing is excellent. So you could fool around with that, get as creative as you want for whatever purpose you're doing that, but you get the idea. And actually what I'll maybe end up using this as my course thumbnail, so I will add some text on here. So let me just do that. Okay, so I just grabbed this text here, put it on, did some little customizing here. You get an idea, so I can use this for the course thumbnail, for example. Doesn't really mean anything this way other than, hey, clickbait. And if you want to go preview this, it's cool because you can see what works. Okay, the clickbait thumbnail sticks out when it's small. The how to make, I put small so you can, this is what it's about, but basically you want to say clickbait thumbnails. It's got the arrow and Trump in there. A little bigger here, looks even better, right? put a little watermark on there of my website that I'll be using this on. And there you go. So, okay, I had an E in there I had to take out. Didn't notice that before. For some reason, I got an E in there, so I took that out. And that's it. Downloaded it. Save it, download it. And this is what it ends up. There you go. Comes out like that. So he's a little bit blurry on that so he could go bigger if he wanted, but it doesn't really matter because it still looks good at the smaller level, as we notice on the preview, right? Everything looks cool there anyways for this particular example and project. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any questions, also let me know.
Otherwise, happy clickbaiting. And check it out. Don't forget about your titles. They're important as well if you're not using any text.
All right. If you made it to the end, congratulations. Here's an extra bonus for those that did make it to the end. A little secret. We're going to go over to Google's little tool here at cloud.google.com/vision.
AI Bolt.
And if you just can Google to find out about that. So what this is great for, you can read all about it here in the overview and everything, but we want to check out what YouTube, or Google in this case, thinks of our thumbnail. Is it spam? Is it good? Because that's important, because you'll get whatever demonetized or whatever they're doing these days. So we'll check it out. I'll pause the video while it's loading.
AI Bolt.
All right, she's loaded. Forgot to check the little robot. Are you a robot? That was hidden under here. So that was taking longer. Okay, so anyway, we're back in here. You can try it. Freebie. You can get the raw response below here. I'll show you that in a second. There's your maximum size. Have your JavaScript enabled. Okay, so got all that out of the way. Look at here, faces. So it analyzes the faces in here. Say joy, very unlikely, sorrow, anger. So it's giving it just like straight ahead. Shows that it's tilted, pretty good. Objects, person, man, tie. Showing you where that is. So that's all good to go, all green. And then we got movie, photo caption, web entries. Giving us all our text here. Cool. So they're analyzing that. So then you'll see what actually YouTube or Google can read
AI Bolt.
within the thumbnail, right? They can also read the metadata. Okay, the safe search. So adult, very unlikely. So we're at the green. Spoof, unlikely, 2 greens. No medical stuff, so no violence, no racy. So that's the most important one, safe search at the end here. So you get that idea. And there's a show JSON. So if you want to get all the tech stuff in the back, the code, you're welcome to that. Okay, so why is this good for us? Well, we can come here and know that any thumbnail we make, whatever it is for, that it's going to pass a test for Google, and you can see what information you're sending.
AI Bolt.
Oh, and you can check out my other courses available here. I have one on thumbnails using Canva. It's a little more different information on that if you're looking for expand upon it, more psychology and stuff like that. And if you're interested in getting free access to how to create super simple thumbnails, you can head over to my site. I'll put the link here, or look here below, dominatesocialtraffic.com/how to create super simple thumbnails. And you grab that, you'll get over to the members login page. And once you get to the login page, you can just play the video to see what it's about. And it says log in here or sign up, the members log on. So if you don't, it says right here, I put this big arrow, click the sign up now text, right here. It's small. You can see about this course. And then once you're logged in, you'll be into this page, right? And then after that, again, small, but it's my account. Click the my account account, and you'll be sent over to this page. So as I said, this is using Canva. A lot of people use Canva, so I put together just a course specifically for that. So you can look at the introduction, how to create the thumbnails, why it's important. Get a really good and clear thumbnail can be the difference in people clicking on your video, like we were already talking about for the CTR. And then sign up and model. So head over to Canva, check it out, give you the thumbnail size here, which you want to pick in Canva. You get some pre-made templates, which are great. Step 2. So let's get started. Upload the pics, sharpen them up a bit. So making some good custom thumbnail tips and stuff like that here. And then step 3, some more tips and tricks. Customize or use templates if you want your picking the thumbnail to take some selfies with your laptop camera. If you want, you're picking the thumbnail, take some selfies with your laptop camera, iPhone, smartphone, etc. So I'll go through that here. You get more tips and tricks. Google Images, resize if needed. And then I run through a demo again on the last here. So I'll recap everything and make this thumbnail for this course. So I'll show you all that. But if you want that, like I say, go over and grab it at dominatesocialtraffic.com. I'll put the link in the description or wherever below. So how to create super simple thumbnails. And you can check out the overview of the course. And it's a little different than what you just went through. So if you're into that and want to continue learning, feel free to jump over there and sign up. As I say, it's free. Get started today. And like I say, I'll leave the link down below. Also, I've made these courses available over on Skillshare. Even the course we just went through here, Clickbait, I'm just putting that up now. And you can get first month of Skillshare Premium for free for new users. Or I can give you some discount clicks if you need them. Let me know. Just message me. Anyway, if you go over here on my profile page, I've got the custom thumbnails. I also got how to create branded images and dominate social traffic. And as I say, I just put this up. As you see, it says new. So if you want to pop over there and check out other courses, you can watch them all. The difference between the course here is I chopped it up into smaller bits. If you like to digest things that way, you can do it there. And there you go. So that's that. And like I say, that's free to join if you haven't been in there before, like it says up here. So it's cool, but not all just my courses, but you can also check out other courses as well. So that's a cool thing about that. Otherwise, get on it. If you've got any questions or want anything, leave a comment or hit me up at dominatesocialtraffic.com. So mark it, dominatesocialtraffic.com. See you then.
Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell notification button so you'll get notified of our next video when we release it. Please subscribe, comment, or like this video.
AI Bolt.
Hey, what's going on? You're still here? What'd you do, fall asleep? Well, hey, if you're still here and you're looking for 30 top ninja social media tools for managing all your social profiles, engaging with your audience, and automating your posts, you come to the right place. Enter your email, download the free report over here at dominatesocialtraffic.com. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Also, if you see any of these graphics I use throughout, if you want to learn how I did those, or if you want to learn anything else, let me know. I have other courses available. I can also make a course on request if there's enough people that are looking for something. And hey, glad you woke up. Get back on the course. And don't forget about my Skillshare with all the courses available there. All right. Over and out. Talk to you soon. Good luck.
Please subscribe, comment, or like this video.
AI Bolt.